Hey there, guys and gals. What is up? This evening we are going to jump into our first build of the winter build series. This is going to be a month-long type build that we're doing. So we're going to take a look at this first house. This is a very large one, actually. This is probably one of the bigger houses that I built. I usually only do like one story, single family type houses, ranch houses. But this is actually 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It has a garage, a nice sized backyard, and it's in the mountain community or mountain world of The Sims 4. I figured with Christmas and the holidays, it's time to get into the spirit and start doing some decorating like that. The Snowy Escape Pack and the Holidays and Seasons Pack has some really great stuff to do so. So we're going to take a look at this. This is actually the biggest lot, I believe, in this world. It's 64 by 64, so it's pretty big. It may not look like it from the front, but once you see the backyard and everything else, it's rather large. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this and take a look at it. So I'll give you a little bit of backstory about this build. So the reason I'm doing it this way is, and this is, I know, not the way most people do these, builds and walkthroughs of the houses and stuff like that. Um, it's because Sunday when we started the build, it went perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. And I went to download the video off Twitch in order to edit it and upload it to YouTube. Then, no problems. And then last night when we did part two of the build, because like I said, I try and only do like a one part build for these, just because I don't want to make you guys watch like 3 or 4 hours of a build, but that's generally just the way I do it. So, anyways, last night we were about 10 minutes away from finishing it. The only thing I had to do was put the siding on and decorate it for Christmas. And apparently, the PlayStation 5 update that I ran earlier, I guess yesterday, decided to crash the game, and I had a lot of issues with my hard drive for some reason. It wasn't detecting games, and something was going on. So, I did ask a few people around, and I did get 1 or 2 people saying that they were having some issues with games not loading. So, unfortunately, we kind of had to do this a little bit differently, just because the video last night cut off more than I thought it did. It only said it cut off like 10 minutes, but there was still a lot of footage missing for some reason. And I have a solid internet connection. I'm running like a fiber optic line, for FiOS. So, but anyways, let's take a look at the house. We're gonna, like I said, jump into this and do a little bit different view, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? So, again, this is generally not how I do these builds, but like I said, we kind of have to work with what we got. So, anyways, if we start at the front of the house, it's pretty, like I said, pretty large. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It's definitely sizable. You can take a look around while we're, just kind of spinning around here. Um, I've always wanted to do a little bit larger house. And I know you're probably looking at those Christmas lights saying those aren't up against the roof. I do need to adjust those a little bit, so I'll definitely be doing that. But yeah, the backyard is very large indeed. And the back of the house actually looks exactly like the front of the house. So it's kind of funny. But anyways, this is the backyard. You can kind of see the tree house over here. I actually got inspiration from that from watching Home Alone. I think I said this on my Twitch stream. I was watching this when I was building it initially, because when I do my builds as well, I build the shell of the house and then decorate everything on camera. So again, that's just how I do things. But anyways, I was watching Home Alone and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give this place a tree house because the family that lives here is a family that we continuously play with. It's the Tucker family. It's a single dad with 3 daughters. And the last build we did with them, they were actually in an apartment in the city. And, dad finally got that big promotion at work. So they moved to the country in the mountain, and they have a big, beautiful house now with more than enough room for 3 daughters and, a dog and a backyard. But like I said, this is a 64 by 64 lot. So it's pretty spacious for sure. You know what I mean? There's a lot of space for them to get out and run around in the summertime. It's funny decorating stuff in the snow though, because I never really did it. This is actually my first build in the snowy escape. But when you plant trees and stuff, a lot of the trees you see around here are actually, from the menu, of course. The lot was, of course, opened up already. But yeah, it adds snow to it automatically, which is really cool. I wasn't sure how that worked. Like I said, it's been years since I started playing this again. About 6 or 7 months ago was when I got back into playing Sims pretty heavily. So, but yeah, I do like how it adds snow to the landscape. The trees you kind of see in front of you are already dead, obviously, because it's winter time and the leaves died off. So, and then the tree sticking out of the treehouse. My friend pointed that out. He's like, there's a tree sticking out of the roof of the treehouse. Unfortunately, I couldn't. You can't cut like little single squares out of roofs. You take the whole thing off or nothing, or try and build around it, be creative. And I just wasn't. It was just taking way too long, so I just wanted to kind of do that. But anyways, yeah, this is the the backyard. And again, my apologies for the camera angle. It's just kind of how we have to do things because of the video issue that I had when building this. So, anyways, we'll take a look at the treehouse. It kind of resembles the one off Home Alone, if you guys remember that movie. That was a classic for sure. It's not very big by any means. It's just kind of hard to see, and it's just a little bit of, kid stuff in there. There's a sled, there's a table, there's a couple chairs and everything like that. So you can kind of see inside there. Maybe the one of the daughters is a tomboy and likes to be outdoors and stuff like that instead of like fashion like her sisters are into. So this is the treehouse again. Nothing spectacular, just a run of the mill kid treehouse that you would see with Christmas decorations on it. So that's the treehouse, and then the backyard also has a fire pit, with some Christmas decorations, and then there's a pond over here as well. That of course is frozen over, and then the garage and everything like that. So we're gonna take a look at the garage before actually going into the house. So if we kind of go around to the front of the garage, there we go. Anyways, like I said, I have to adjust the lights. My apologies. The Christmas lights are down a little bit off the roof. That little things like that just drive me nuts. But anyways, with the cars, of course, as we know in The Sims 4, you can't actually use cars. They're just kind of there for decoration, or they're toys and just upsized. So anyways, this is the garage. Again, it's nothing fancy. I'm not gonna go the whole way around it just because there's nothing really to see. It's just windows and stuff like that. But we're gonna go into the side door here. This side door, of course, comes out from the house and is divided by a fence. So we're gonna go in this way. So anyways, you can kind of see inside the garage once you're in there. It just has, a bunch of bikes and stuff and skiing equipment over there. Maybe the kids are very active outdoors in both the spring and summer, and whatnot in the wintertime. And then every garage, of course, has an old refrigerator. I remember growing up, we had a house that had a detached garage, and my dad was always up there doing woodwork stuff or working on a car or something like that. So, but yeah, that's the garage. Also has a little wood furnace, and I put a little bucket there because obviously you have to empty the ashes. So I try to get as creative and realistic as possible. And then just a workbench. I didn't go hog wild with this room because it's just, maybe a hobby that dad does on the side, doing woodwork or painting or something like that. Maybe the girls use it too, for like working out if they're in sports and athletics. So, but yeah, that's the garage pretty much in a nutshell. I didn't put any curtains around it because anything like that because I just didn't think it was necessary. Also a wood workbench, and then just some random stuff. The tree over there is, of course, peeking through. I need to fix that. There's some things that I have to tweak here and there, but just little things like that. You know what I mean? So again, it's mostly storage, and then there's a car in here. Maybe this is an antique car. It looks newer, but you never know. You can always use your imagination. But that's the garage, guys. Nothing spectacular, but we're gonna head back outside and take a look at the backyard from the house perspective. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to get the roof up there. Anyways, yeah, like I said, the backyard and the back porch looks very similar to the front of the house, as you guys can see. That's just kind of how it is. But yeah, that's looking at it. There's not a lot of stuff out here. I don't want to put too much stuff out here because it just gets covered with snow. But I did put a picnic table out there, and of course, there's a grill on the porch and stuff like that. But anyways, there's a little nutcracker there as well. So it's a nice little place. You know what I mean? It's nothing super extravagant, but again, it's for a family of four, so I just thought that was kind of cool. And I probably will be taking screenshots throughout this video. I'm not gonna lie, just because of that shot right there with the sun beaming in, that was really cool. Just a different angle. But yeah, most of it is decorated for Christmas. You know what I mean? It's just that time of year, and we're getting ready for the holidays and stuff like that. So I just figured this would be a good time to do a winter build. But anyways, we're gonna go up and over the house. As weird as this is, I know. And then we're just gonna take a look at the front again, just real quick. But again, I just kind of decorated some stuff for the holidays. I put a bunch of wreaths on the windows and some lights, and then I put a little snowman there. You can see this is just one of the regular Christmas trees. Actually, I just upsized it a little bit to make it look like it was there, and they decorated. Sometimes people do that. My aunt and uncle did that. They had big pine trees in their front yard, and they always decorated them. So I thought that was kind of neat. And again, just some reindeer, and I put the little packages out here. There's a spotlight right there, so when it comes on at nighttime, it kind of highlights the deer and shines on them. And of course, you can see the family here is just waiting to go inside while I'm doing this video. I don't have coats on or pants. It's gonna be really cold with that dress. Anyways, the landscaping again, I really like that because when you put it in the ground, it just automatically adds snow to it. And I threw some snow shovels there to make it look like they were shoveling snow. But the front porch looks pretty, pretty lively for Christmas. Little snowman, some presents. I just left one table and then like the little individual red bows. I thought that was really cool. Like I said, the holidays and the seasons pack is really awesome in this because they have so many good things that you can use for decorating. So we're just gonna go in the front door and take a look at the rest of the house. So this is the main hall. As you can see, I'll be kind of zooming in and out from time to time as well. You know what I mean, just to get a look. But anyways, yeah, this is the main hall. Um, all kind of Christmas decorations here. From there to the front door, stuff like that. And then when you go to the right, this goes into the dining room. I would kind of went. Most of the downstairs rooms are all ready for Christmas. The bedrooms I didn't put too much stuff in. I kind of kept them simple and just decorated towards the people's taste. Like I said, two of the daughters are into fashion. One's kind of like the rebellious teenager who likes punk and goth music and stuff like that. And for those who follow that type of music, my apologies if I get that wrong. I'm old, so I don't usually know what the trends are and how to say things without screwing them up. So, anyways, yeah, that's the dining room. Like I said, it's ready to go for Christmas. And kind of see just kind of walking around here. Um, there's a little hutch over there and whatnot, and then the curtains and stuff, and then you can of course look out the window. I do like how the windows are kind of frosted over with wintertime. That's really cool. Of course, that could also mean that they have leaky windows, and they may need to get those changed. But anyways, I try and give a good perspective of the dining room all around. So there's over there, and a lot of the photos and stuff on the wall are just upsized. You know what I mean? So you kind of see what they look like in the dining room. But yeah, that is that. So let's venture into the kitchen. The kitchen only has one way in, basically through the dining room. And I really like how this kitchen turned out. This turned out great. I actually bought the Parenthood pack before I did this build because I saw somebody else use that tile for the backsplash, and I really, really like that. So I did that. But you'll notice like the wainscoting on the walls, which of course is called like the wood on the bottom here in the States. We call it wainscoting. I don't know if it's a different name. But I kind of did that throughout the house, but you can kind of see in the kitchen here, nice and warm and cozy. I didn't go crazy with clutter, but I did do enough for Christmas. I always put one of the big things people make fun of me for and laugh. I always put mail on the counter just because I try and make it look realistic, and then coffee mugs, and then a lot of little tree decorations there are just the full size trees. I guess again just downsized, but yeah, it's a pretty sizable kitchen for four people and whatnot. So. But yeah, we'll kind of spin around here and take a look. This is the other side of the kitchen. They have a puppy or a kitty maybe. So, but yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm very happy though. I was gonna put another door leading into the hall on the other side, but that actually goes into the bathroom on the other side. You'll see that here in a couple minutes. But yeah, that's the kitchen, guys. It's ready to go for Christmas. The girls try and keep up their spirits because I think in the video I was telling about, if somebody said on Twitch about, where's the mother? What happened to mom? We don't really know. That's the thing about these stories. You can kind of be as creative as possible. Maybe mom and dad got divorced. Maybe unfortunately the mom passed away, stuff like that. So dad's taking care of the three girls by himself, but he's doing a good job. He loves his daughters and he does the best that he can. So that is the kitchen. So we're gonna spin around and walk back out. There's one of the daughters too, by the way, standing there. Anyways, we're gonna go back to the bedroom, or I'm sorry, the bathroom. So there's this little skinny hallway in the main hall. You kind of squeeze through here, and then you go into the main bathroom of the downstairs. So this is the bathroom downstairs. They're all decorated pretty much the same. I kind of kept the same pattern. You know what I mean? Maybe dad's not good at decorating, and at first they didn't have a lot of money, so they did what they could until they got situated in the house. So yeah, this is the main bathroom. I was gonna do a basement, but I figured that's just way too much space. So I put the washer and dryer in here. I was gonna put it in the garage, but I would not want to trace out in the wintertime, especially in this world because it's pretty much snow all year. So I put the washer and dryer in this bathroom. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm very happy the way this looks, and I really like it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna hopefully hope you guys like the rest of the house too for Christmas because like I said, it took me a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. This was definitely a build for the builds, as they say. You know what I mean? So we're gonna take a look at the rest of the house, but it's pretty much the same with the bathrooms. I kept the tile. I really like this tile again. I just figured we'll keep it consistent. So, but yeah, that's the bathroom. So we're gonna venture back out the door, get on the hallway. It's kind of neat. I actually like doing this view now that I'm looking at it because it kind of looks like you're walking through the house, and whatnot. So instead of just seeing the build being done, so you kind of see obviously. So this is the living room, very big, very spacious. Spacious. Can't even talk tonight. Anyways, you walk in. There's a Christmas tree all set up. The large windows that span across the front. I put a little sitting corner for Dad. Maybe he likes to read magazines or books or something like that. And of course, the windows are all decorated for Christmas, and the tree and the big teddy bear and stuff like that. So they're all ready for the holiday. But if you spin around, you can kind of see how the living room is situated. The fireplace, of course, was with the holiday or the seasons pack. My apologies if I keep getting that wrong. Anyways, I love how it's decorated with the ribbons and stuff already. You don't have to worry about fussing putting stuff down and whatnot. But I did put most of the cards and the centerpieces and stuff on there as well. So, and I was gonna do a section on here, but I'm not really. I don't like the sectionals in this game for some reason. I don't know why they look too blocky. I think I don't know if that's a term or not. But anyways, this is the main sitting area, so you can kind of see how this is situated with the TV above there and the couches and stuff like that. I like these new coffee tables. I think these were in the Parenthood pack as well. I really like those. They kind of look like coastal or Cape Cod type of coffee tables. I know when I was buying mine that's actually what they were called, like the big square ones like that. So they kind of look like beachish. Beachish? I'm telling you guys, I can't talk tonight. It's Thursday. I'm ready for the weekend. So, but yeah, that's the living room. You can kind of see this goes out to the back of the house. We'll just kind of peek out here. See, there's the backyard with another porch, of course. Like again, it matches the front pretty much. But they have nice garland up around the doors, making it look really festive and everything like that. This space over here where the piano was, I couldn't figure out for the life of me what to put in here. And I was looking for like an upright piano, like an old one. But I couldn't find it. I don't know if I had the right pack or if it's just, I know they're here. Again, I've seen people do upright pianos, like the tall wooden ones, but it may be custom content as well. But anyways, maybe the daughter's like playing the piano, or maybe the dad does. I also put some of these boxes down to make it look like they just got done decorating or they're not finished yet. Again, to make it look realistic, because I know sometimes people build houses, they look super clean and super neat, and they don't really look lived in. You know what I mean? I try and make them look lived in as much as possible with coffee cups on the counter and, newspapers sitting out and everything like that. So, and I'm not criticizing anybody's work by any means when I say that, just for the record. I know a lot of Sims creators out there that I talk to on Twitter, and they do amazing work. So everybody has different styles of building, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, anyways, that's the piano quarter in the living room. You can kind of see from this angle, what it looks like. I will, of course, as always, have screenshots at the end of these, going through the video and stuff like that. So again, you probably hear the camera snapping. I'm just kind of taking pictures as we go along, just because I like to do that. And I like to keep things as realistic as possible. I don't spend hours upon hours editing video. Unfortunately, I have to work full time. Yeah, and I know it sucks, right? Anyways, yeah, that's kind of how the living room's set up. There's a nice big piano, nice sitting area for the family and everything like that, and lots of space. So going back to the living room, so the only bedroom that's down here is the dad's room, and this is just a small hallway that connects them both. So we're just going to take a look at that real quick. This is going to go into the dad's room. He pretty much has the first floor to himself as far as the bedroom goes. But again, it's pretty simple. I like the gray color with the tan drapes, or like the eggshell color drapes, and then the garland above there as well. So, maybe he's wrapping presents. I did put a couple of presents on the bed. Maybe he's trying to hide from the girls and wrap their Christmas gifts. I know when I lived in the apartment, Dad was a writer, so maybe he got upgraded or promoted to publisher. So, he's just unpacking boxes and stuff. He has all kind of stuff out. So they may have just moved in, and this is their first holiday. But if you guys remember in the apartment build, he had the child statue there from Star Wars on his shelf. I kept that on the desk as kind of like a little Easter egg, I guess you can say, quote unquote. So he kept that. But again, he's just unpacking and getting situated. And then I put some like architectural type photos up on the walls and degrees and awards and stuff like that. But if you kind of go in this area and then spin around, you can kind of see the rest of the room. I just put a couple bookshelves. And again, this TV stand I think is new, or this dresser's new as well. Again, I think it's the Parenthood pack, but that worked out nicely because I wasn't sure how I was going to do the dresser and stuff, because I did want to put bookshelves in here. Like I said, Dad's a big reader and movie person, so kind of like me, I guess, minus being the dad part. Anyways, I figured the dresser would work perfectly with that TV, so that's how it's laid out. Again, you guys can kind of just see. And I didn't go hog wild with Christmas stuff in here. I just kept it kind of simple. And then the clutter pack has neat things. If you look, there's little glasses on the nightstand there. So that's pretty much it for the bedroom. A couple movie posters and stuff, and then Dad has his own private bathroom. Again, they're pretty much all the bathrooms in this house are pretty much the same. You can kind of see. I know sometimes it's hard to see when the bathrooms are smaller, the entire space, but you can kind of get a glimpse of what they look like. Initially, I didn't have that window there, but I was like, I don't know too many people that don't have windows in bathrooms, so that don't have windows in bathrooms. Anyways, I put a couple things for the Christmas. I put the Nutcracker on the counter. The candles are specifically, and then the rugs. Those little holiday rugs, you see a lot of those. So, and then some of the pictures on the wall. So again, the girls probably like decorating for Christmas. Dad, maybe not so much, but he loves his daughters, so he does it. But yeah, that's his bathroom. Like I said, private, simple, nothing too extravagant. So we're gonna venture out of Dad's room. Like I said, just kind of walking through the house. It's like I said, I might do my builds like this more often because I really do like them. So, all right, so going across the hall. So this space is really cool. This turned out really nice. So what this is like a studio for the daughters. And like I said, I was trying to make an office, and my apologies, guys. I'm getting that tickling in my throat. I've had it for like a month, and it's not going away. So I'm not sure. So if I pause briefly, my apologies. I don't want to cough in everybody's ear. So, anyways, yeah, this space is kind of like a studio for the daughters. Maybe one's in college. The oldest, I believe, is 17, and the two younger ones are probably like 10 and 11. So there's a little bit of an age gap, but not much. But anyways, they're into fashion. So Dad, now that he has a little extra money and they can buy some nicer stuff, he built them a little studio, a little office. There's some awards on the wall and stuff like that. Maybe they won some awards for their clothing. Then it has like art boards and everything on the wall. Again, there's boxes on the floor to make it look like they're unpacking. And then these closet setups are really cool because you can kind of customize it. And basically everything on there was put in manually. I know I have to fix those shoes there. They look like they're floating. That's just another little thing that I have to fix. A lot of these builds I do very late at night, like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. And sometimes my eyes play tricks on me. But yeah, they're big into fashion, obviously. Lots of boxes and stuff like that. There's a little creative studio over here, the mannequins and stuff. So you can kind of look and see here. I just put like backpacks and lots of clutter on the counter. You can see that maybe they're working on getting something done or working on a project. There's some clothes scattered there, and then like a hamper and stuff like that. But you can kind of see how that's set up. And the neat thing about these clothes on the clothes hangers, you can actually hang those up. The shelves above them have the bar, and then you just have to put the clothes on them. So that's really cool. I think I said this before. One of my coworkers said he couldn't believe how detailed this game is. I started playing the first one way back in the day, like 20 years ago. Some of you guys probably weren't even alive back then, but I played this in high school religiously. And I think I wore out my laptop. But anyways, this is the other side of the room. Like I said, I kept the wall colors and stuff pretty much the same, but you can kind of see here the shelves and everything that I used. So that's how that's set up. But anyways, yeah, that is the the office area and whatnot. So that's kind of what it looks like, just to give you an idea. It's definitely a big space. Like I said, I wasn't really sure what to do with it at first, but then I decided, you know what, we're gonna build the daughters a studio somewhere that they can come down and chill out and work on projects. So, but yeah, let's head out of there. We're gonna go through the living room. I will run through the living room. Um, but anyways, we're gonna go up the stairs. Make it try and look like we're actually walking up the steps. All right. So, anyways, this gets kind of confusing based on the angle because I couldn't remember exactly which rooms are which. So we're gonna go in here and then I'll give you a description about the room. But I believe this is the second bathroom. Again, it's kind of the same as the one on the first floor, but again, he has three daughters, so it's a little messy. They got some clothes spread out, and I'm sure they fight to get in here all the time, especially if they go to school or work. Like I said, especially the oldest one, she probably has to work. The two younger ones don't. They just have to go to school. So again, it has some clutter in there, like the hair dryer and stuff came from the Parenthood packs, and then I just put towels and stuff up there. I put one sink. I was gonna do two, but I decided just to put the one. So again, it has some Christmas rugs, and then I put red hand towels to make it look like Christmas and a little snowman. So again, I use the same tile for the backdrop or the backsplash. I really like that. That looks really good. And then there's like a towel rack, and then of course the toilet, and then the stand-up shower. I also did a bathtub because, and I'm not being, discriminative in any way, but girls like to take baths all the time. So I figured a bath would be in there would be kind of good idea. Plus, I had that whole wall. I wasn't sure what to put up here. I was gonna do the laundry room up here, but I figured I'd keep that downstairs. But yeah, it's that's pretty much the second floor bathroom. Again, it looks pretty much the same, so nothing really too different. But um, you guys can of course see from the screenshots when I upload them, what they look like and everything like that. So that's kind of the idea behind the bathrooms. Again, I just want to keep everything simple, pretty much the same and whatnot. So that's just generally how they look it to be. So we're gonna venture out of the bathroom, and then we're gonna go across the hall here to the bedroom. So this is the rebellious teenager, I guess you could say. I really like this one. This turned out really cool. It has all kind of dark colors and like the celeste. I call it celestial type decor, where it has like the sun, the stars, and the moon. Most of the items you see in the three girls' bedrooms up here is from the high school pack. So there's like different curtain styles. The painted walls and stuff are really cool. The pennants on the wall, like little triangle things with sports teams or chess club. Maybe she's in chess club. Maybe she has a thing for nerdy guys. Anyways, and I didn't want to really match the furniture, because she probably doesn't really care about that. She just likes to hang out, chill, listen to music and stuff. I did put CDs and everything on the table and some artwork stuff there, and then just threw some clothes on the floor to make it look lived in and cluttered. But again, I kind of carried over with the high school pack stuff, so you can kind of see what it looks like. So I gave them single beds. Usually the kids just have single beds, nothing, like the adults. But I used a lot of stickers and decals again from the high school pack. But that's her bedroom. On the other side, I used the nano lights that a lot of gamers put up and use. It's just like little triangle shaped lights, so you can kind of see that. And then just some, characters like action figures or stuffed animals there on the little counter there. Or I should say dresser. Anyways, and I hung her clothes up, kind of like using the same setup as the fashion studio downstairs. But anyways, that's the rebellious girl's bedroom, her teenage daughter. Maybe she loves to play the guitar, loves her Converse shoes. I think everybody does. Those are great shoes. I have a couple pairs, and then a bookshelf, and then like maybe some artwork on the wall that she drew, and then looks like movie posters. So, but yeah, that's the daughter's room, guys. That's one of them. Like I said, there's two more bedrooms to take a look at, but like I said, mostly dark colors and really wild and far out stuff. So, anyways, let's venture out here. We already did the bathroom, of course, and then if you're just coming in, those are the stairs to go back down the steps. And I just did like a little closet here. I didn't put anything in it, but you can't really see in just because it's so small. But anyways, it's just a hall closet. I might put some stuff in there off camera before I upload it to YouTube. I didn't really dress up the hallway. I may still, again, put some stuff in here. But normally some people just have like chairs or plants, but I didn't really put anything in here. Kept it simple. So we're going into this is going to be the eldest daughter. So, she graduated high school. Maybe she was in cheerleading and sports, and then her degrees are on the wall, her diploma and stuff like that. So you can kind of see everything like that. But anyways, this is her room. Maybe she just got done doing laundry and stuff like that. She loves her pictures on the walls. Again, most of this stuff is from the high school pack. I stuck with the dark purple. I figured she kind of like that maybe. And I gave her a little stuffed animal on the bed and everything like that. And again, there's lots of clutter in these new packs. I really love it. And then I put her dresser back here in the corner. It fits perfectly. So that's kind of how her bedroom's set up. It's nothing too extravagant. And then maybe with fashion, she's in the streaming or she does a vlog or something like that. So she has a little bit nicer computer and setup and everything like that. I love the chairs and everything they gave us with the high school years pack, and then like the Bluetooth speaker there on the table, so you can kind of see that. And then she has a couple little figures. Maybe that's a school mascot or something. We don't really know. But yeah, that is the oldest daughter's bedroom. Again, she's kind of the one that's in the fashion, along with the other daughter, and then the rebellious daughter. The teenage one that likes, punk music or goth music. and whatnot. So we're gonna exit out of her room and then go. I think this is the next one. Like I said, you get turned around here. Okay, so yeah, this is the other daughter's bedroom. So she likes, maybe light green colored stuff. She likes butterflies and everything like that, and whatnot. So, anyways, yeah, this is her room. So, just taking a look at it, again, I used a lot of the posters and stuff from high school. It has the photos and everything. Has a lot of canvas drawings and murals type stuff. I love the wicker type beds. I think those are really cool. And then that stuffed animal on the bed. He's probably a popular toy or something in the Sims world. So you can kind of see that. Again, I threw some clothes on the ground and you got her shoes and some of the rugs and stuff, but you'll take a look at that here in a second. But this is pretty much, this side of the room and whatnot. So this is kind of the one of the youngest daughter's rooms. So just getting a glimpse of how that looks, from this angle. So just a little laundry basket and some clutter over here. And then this side of the room, of course, you can kind of see her dresser has some stuff on it, a chair, and then the computer and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, guys, it's not. I mean, it is a big house, but it isn't a big house. But I kind of like this new style of doing like the walkthrough like this because you get a better angle. Before my previous videos, I would just do like the zooming in and out, and the controls and the camera would go all over the place. So it's kind of wonky. But anyways, I really like this. This looks really good. I'm very happy with how this turned out. You know what I mean? So hopefully I can do more builds like this, just kind of using specific packs and everything like that. So we're that's pretty much the entire house. Like I said, I was going through and kind of doing screenshots at the same time on this, so you probably hear I don't know if you can hear the clicking of the camera or not. But again, I figured this would save some time for everybody, and I can get a video up faster on YouTube for you guys because I do want everybody to see this. I'm really proud of this. I don't obviously brag or boast, but I think it's a great build. It looks really good, and I really like how it turned out. So, um, yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for this build. This is, ready for Christmas and everything like that, and the family's ready to go for the holidays, New Year's, and everything. So we're gonna venture outside and we're gonna wrap this one up. Like I said, we're doing two builds through the month of December. The one is gonna be on camera, and then the one is gonna be off camera. So, like I said, I'll be doing that, and then that's kind of how we're gonna do it through the month of December. We're gonna kind of trying to stay in the snowy world. We're gonna go from house. We're gonna do a house, a business, a house, a business. We may throw a couple famous Christmas houses in there, like Home Alone or National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, stuff like that. So, but anyways, guys, that's it. I'll let you go. I'm gonna stop yapping. Have a great night. Be safe. Be healthy. Enjoy the stills, and we will talk to you on Sunday for our next Sunday Sims build, where we'll be building a not a ski resort, but like a ski and snowboarding shop and coffee shop. So, have a great night, guys. Have a great Friday. Be safe. See ya.